This is Boxing Tickets NI. We're here at the final press conference for Carmen Taylor. Delighted to be joined with the main man once again, Liam Gaynor. We obviously haven't spoke since your war with obviously Colin Murphy and the Europa was this time. Europa was this time. Obviously, just sort of looking back, obviously I know it was a bit of time ago, but you sort of maybe disappointed obviously how the fight ended. Obviously, I guess a head clash obviously led to the cut, but what a dreadful way to sort of lose a fight.
Yeah, no, it's obviously not nice considering that our first war was 50-50, could have went either way. I was coming in my stride in that second fight, and I felt like the title got pulled away from me a little bit premature, but it's the boxing game at the end of the day. You're going to get upsets, you're going to get great achievements, so it is what it is.
You seem to be obviously all over the place. Obviously you're involved in the tournament obviously since, and I thought your fight was one of them. I'm always going to favour an Irish fighter, so I probably thought you'd nicked it, or obviously it was maybe even a draw. I guess they can't have draws and something has to happen, but obviously it probably be strange the way you come back down to 4 rounds in a sort of like an amateur style sort of fast-paced tournament. Do you just sort of write that off with the fact that it was just another opportunity? I guess now that obviously you're in the biggest stage possible, it probably helps the purpose, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like obviously stepping back down to 4 rounds, it's from a 10 round. Like I'm a 10 round fighter, and I believe I'm a 10 round fighter. I go the long distance, but just stepping back down to 4 rounds is like going back to that amateur pace and trying to have that 50-50 matchup, like who can be that quick, like split second quicker than your opponent, But now I enjoyed it and I gained a bit more experience from it. Got a couple of rounds on my belt and now I'm on a bigger stage, So
I guess obviously if you had won, you probably wouldn't have had this opportunity because you had to obviously have fought in the final. I'm not sure what way it worked. Was it just the cities or was it the opponents that went through? I guess it was a strange concept. It was something new to the sport, but obviously on your fight with obviously John Cooney, obviously a massive step pretty much in the way your Irish title fight was with Colin Murphy. The fact that a win here gets you back to the same level you were at previously.
Yeah, and that's the plan. Big win here, get me onto the next stage in my career, and we'll just catapult myself from there.
Did you think you'd ever come home, obviously back to Dublin? You left Dublin to head to Manchester. You're sort of coming back now and you're the biggest opportunity you could have had. Have you had to pinch yourself at moments to think 3 arena, Katie Taylor undercard? It just seems like a dream.
Yeah, that's obviously, once the fight was offered, I was like, I don't care who it's against. I'm back in Dublin first of all, and I'm on Katie Taylor's undercard. Like, I couldn't have asked for any more. It's like a dream come true, This is like my world title shot. I can't wait for it.
Obviously John Cooney's obviously been talking things up. You're the opposite you're the polar opposite to him. He's obviously saying he's obviously going to stop you. He's watched you obviously against Colin Murphy and things like that. Do you read much into that? Does that motivate you more when he's saying he's going to stop you and you're going, no you're not? What does that do in your mind?
If it was that easy, everyone would have done it. Everyone would have stopped me. Everyone would have got signed by Eddie Hearn. If it was that easy, we all would have done it. This boxing game isn't for everyone, and come Saturday night I'll show that it's not for John Cooney.
Do you sort of make this, obviously I know John's obviously lives in Galway now, he's originally English, do you have that opinion it's like an English versus Irish sort of feel to it, or obviously it's like an all domestic? Have you sort of thought that way into it, the fact that it's like an all Irish fight, or is England versus Ireland? What sort of way have you thinking of it in terms of the fight?
England versus Ireland, that's the way you go for me. He's born in England, that's it. I'm Irish, I was born in Ireland.
There's obviously quite a lot of Irish versus English, obviously not just this week, but next week obviously in Belfast. It just seems to be that obviously this new rivalry is going to appear from somewhere. Yeah. Obviously I think it's 8 fights. What are you hoping for 8-0 to Ireland? Obviously Ireland beating England 8-0, it'd be legendary, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it'd be unbelievable, and that's the plan come Saturday night. 8 wins, that'd be good for the Irish community.
And obviously winning on Saturday night then, that sort of puts you in a really good position. I think potentially sometimes can get you ranked in Europe as well. Does this sort of just erase what sort of maybe happened over the last year or so? I guess you've had that experience as well, which experience you can't buy. Where would you sort of like to go next?
So definitely win the Celtic title. I'd like to fight for the Irish again if that's an opportunity, or else step up Commonwealth or European,
James McGivern obviously just won the Celtic lightweight title. He's supposed to be a super featherweight and just hasn't got the fights. He wants to fight for an Irish title, so if you win here, would you maybe look at, I guess you always want to win an Irish title as a pro, don't you? So that could be another option.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I'll fight anyone. I think you're seeing at this stage, you know what I mean? So if the opportunity comes after I win Saturday night, then by all means.
And obviously with Lee obviously fighting in the same night, obviously in Wigan, are you sort of having to tease him of the fact that I'm fighting in Katie's card whilst you're fighting in Wigan? Obviously I think he's fighting in Belfast and potentially in February as well, so he's going to get his homecoming also. Yeah,
no, Lee's been busy ever since he started his pro career, and it's great to see. Like, he'll get the opportunities that I've gotten, you know. So, no, I'm happy for Lee, and he's building his career, and I'm still building mine. But you know, like, I'll get better opportunities because I've had that bit more experience. So Lee will get there, and he'll be on these stages soon enough.
And obviously just want to get your thoughts, obviously the main event, obviously Katie obviously in a must-win sort of, obviously she has to win to keep things going. Do you, obviously it's a big task obviously to beat Chantelle, she obviously has to change things, but if there's anybody who could probably get back, but obviously she lost, it's Katie Taylor.
Yeah, I think the loss makes her very hungry, you know, and I just pray, because she's Irish, the Irish versus English thing comes down to it again, because she's Irish, I'd like to see Katie win.
It's obviously these only opportunities come with obviously Katie being here as well, so we need Katie to win for the future of Irish boxing, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, she's brought a huge crowd to Ireland, and obviously she's Ireland's superstar, you know. So for her to put people in seats gives us these opportunities to build that career and get on these big platforms, you know. So I'd love to see that going forwards a lot more.
Have you met Katie before, or obviously today be the first time you sort of feel a wee bit giddy at the fact that obviously meeting a hero?
Yeah. Like I've had so many opportunities over the years to meet Katie, and I've never got around to it, so this will be the first time, you know. So
you sort of be shaky hands, sort of the sweats in the hands. Obviously, I remember I seen her obviously the last time around. She was just so humble and so nice. You're sort of nearly expecting they won't speak to you, but obviously I guess that'll be inspire you a wee bit more. The fact that you've met a legend, obviously probably the greatest athlete ever to come out of Ireland. Yeah, she's a people's person, you know. She loves Ireland, she loves the Irish community, you know. So it's good to have her on board. Yeah, listen, thanks very much for your time. Obviously, all the very best of luck on Saturday night, and I'm sure we'll no doubt catch up with you very soon. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, Steve.